I can't believe he was that close. So I thought they handled it. Yeah. Because Trevor, I mean, when you win three. Oh, this is the new shirt I did, man. Look at that look. I spent 20 minutes on the H dragging the. Yeah, it was fun to do. I love doing that. But it takes forever.
Well, if you ever want to watch a game, these seats are for everyone.
I'll be there. Wanted to say hi.
Thank you, Jim.
All right, see you guys.
Guys, that was Jim McNamee. A true old schooler, man. Huh?
You're not streaming now, are you?
It's streaming now, but what's up? Oh, just coffee. Yeah, I just want the cup to refill my cup.
Your water too, because this
Actually,
is
no,
no
could
longer shady. What?
We can leave the coffee cup there. I'll take the water. I'll leave the coffee hot. I wanted it to be long enough to melt the ice, and if it's already done that, I'll do a transfer. Yeah, if it's done that, I'll do a transfer for that. It's just the safest place to be. The ball can't hit it. I brought a ball too if you want a pepper. To anyone want a pepper over there, I brought a ball. My juniors team wrote LAVBC all of my balls, and I'm like, fine, all right. So even if I get fired, I'm stuck with you guys forever.
Did you hook this on here?
Huh?
Did you hook this on here?
No.
Oh, I was like, that was smart.
No, but I hooked the bag on that. So I'm always, every time I go to Huntington, I leave with one thing less. These people got sticky fingers. I love Matt Lavelle because when someone loses their mind, he doesn't give anyone red cards or yellow cards. He just, he's like, all right, you got something you need to work out. Have at it.
I feel like I need to change the shorts.
So I'm in a hard stop here at 1 or 1:30, and I'll go back and get music. And I'll take, I'll leave you one chair in the tent.
Let's talk about that later.
Okay. Guys, here we are. We are live. Let's check my signal. Make sure my signal's strong. Oops, that's not it. All right, I'm looking good. All right, we're live. Pretty decent serve. Here we go, Miles. Starts the game with a Caleb Kwekel block. Caleb Kwekel has been an absolute savage. It's been a fun 12 months for him. Not calendar year, but like so far calendar year and to date. Wow, way off the ground. Chase Budinger, great elevation. Yeah, Kwekel from finishing 9th in Manhattan Beach Open in 2023 to doing a lot of damage at Laguna, winning the Pottstown Rumble, the grass tournament last year with Andrew Detler, and there's another block. It's live, yeah.
Their matches.
Yeah, live. Yeah, that stays up. They can, in fact, they can watch it now. 2-1, going back to Miles, of course. No, this time they go to Chase. And Chase reminds them that he doesn't need to warm up to get up. You guys come join if you want. Shades for everybody, guys.
How's the game going so far?
Just started.
Oh, nice.
Just started, 2-2.
Alvaro,
Oh, yeah, I heard. As I call this one play, Caleb Kwekel over the top. Listen, Alisson and Alvaro yesterday were very good with energy efficiency.
Yeah.
When they were winning their matches, not a bead of sweat. Go to the tent, you know what I'm saying? Whatever kind of recovery they needed to do, which is very little. And even the games that were close in score were not really close.
When you talk about world-class beach experience,
Yes.
like 40 years of Olympic volleyball.
It's really time people put some respect on their name too. You know, as far as media exposure and as far as
Old, not dead.
time in, yeah.
No, Phil's out of the way. Alisson will come back.
Yep. Well, they both won a gold, so. except Phil. Phil's in that GOAT conversation though.
Oh yeah.
Just like the longevity, the multiple partners, the fastest ways to score being an ace on the block. That's just a game-changing player.
He's already jump serving on a Saturday. Can't wait for Sunday.
4-3 switch. Caleb, Kwekel, and Basey. You're gonna have a huge Colorado crowd for people in the live stream, as the option is the ultimate neutralizer to serving them out. For those of you that just joined the live stream, thank you for having me in your living room. Thank you for having me in your life. I'm surrounded by California people, Colorado people, Huntington people, a couple of dirty New Yorkers in the house. Here we go. Caleb Kwekel has great form on the on-two. He's got pretty good lens on the peripheral too. He sees the jumping on the block. That's something he does better than most at such an early age. It's time they go to chase and chase. Like a kid at the candy store is just eating. Broadcasting from the shade, people. The blue shade. I don't throw shade today, I provide it. There we go, nice. I got 3 King of the Beach chairs, so if you're around, just pull up a chair and sit. The chairs are for everybody. I only got 1 behind and not 3. Even though my wife might think differently. Short toss, heavy top spin. And that one got away, a little left balloon. Anyone whose last name is Basey always walks around with a big smile on their face. Ball served into the tape. And we're 1 away from the second switch. Could be identical 4-3s. That ball's out of bounds, 7-up. Hey, if you guys want a better center shot, you could just sit in front of me. Anyone that needs to sit there, it's so cool. Yeah, it's for everybody. No, it's up here, and again, I don't throw shade. I just provide it. I'm lying my ass off. I throw shade sometimes too.
Did you say you were from
No, New York, Upper West Side. Yeah.
I heard it. Very different.
Yeah, infinitely different price-wise. No, take it. Oh, we got 8-7. Oh my God! What I meant to say was Scott Davenport. I said Tom Davenport. I've been running into you and him all the time. I ran into Scott yesterday. I'm great, and I'm better now that I see your face. I was just talking about you on the live stream. I said I was there in Denver last year, and a lot of moving parts made it happen. I could call court too for NSPN, and you were one of the people that kind of made that happen, and that was just great. That was great. We got 8 up. These two, the Basey and Kwekel, had a fantastic qualifier. Just dynamic, power blocking.
Are you live on audio right now?
It's live, yeah. Audio and video, yeah.
Right, then I'll behave.
So watch your language.
No,
She's like, really?
We are.
Jason, sorry.
Hi.
Do you have a name?
Savannah.
Savannah, okay, cool. That's my wife, Kelly. That's my bodyguard. Look who it is. So for her, I point my finger, she breaks people down. This one right here. None of you want me pointing my finger at you. Trust me.
Gage has been just such
Fantastic.
a wonderful person to represent Colorado. Just
Anyone whose last name is Basey. I want to tell a little story about him at the technical timeout. We're at 10-9. Budinger just skying, no feeling out process, way off the ground. His line overs are dropping like a ton of bricks as they have a 1-point lead. Will they go back to Basey? Probably. No. Yes, they do. Left shoulder. And Caleb, Christian Bale, Kwekel puts one down. One away from the tech, people. Yeah, I got a good story about his brother from Motherlode. You'll love it. Lars Basey.
His parents have played for 40 years.
Ball into the net. We're at the technical timeout. Let's go to the comments section at the same time, read some of these comments. But the story is this. It's match point. Sam Schachter, right? He's playing with Jeff Samuels. And everyone screams sky ball, sky ball. So Sam Schachter serves a sky ball. Lars passes it with his hands. Clean. And everybody was like, you got to be kidding me. And you definitely have a vision of Gage doing the same thing, you know? So, yeah, represented, man. Got Pottstown Rumble, semifinals, right? The island, semis on the island?
Got third, I believe.
Okay.
Over Alvaro and
Alice. Right.
2 years ago.
Let's go to the comments section.
I hate to say it, I think that was Casey's last match.
Right. So Ty, you said not good quality. Were you talking about Bally's? Oh, they were talking about Bally's, not mine. Okay. Where is the stadium court stream? It's on Bally's and it's free. Kyle Frazier. Joshua Fay, who's streaming court 3? Nobody, but it is Taylor Crabb and he's got an army of people at his coattail. So definitely go on his Insta handle or whatever. I'm sure someone's streaming it. Let's go Gage. Guys, I'm joined by Mr. SOB himself, Tom Davenport. I went to Puerto Vallarta and it was the best vacation I have ever been on in my life. Wow.
Down the line.
Yes. We're all about that Basey, no trouble. And the usual shirt biting thing is a pre-serve and ritual. Fallon! Fallon for number 1 in the house. It's shot down the middle, and that's the right shot, but just out of bounds. And it's going to be like this until 14 up. And the question is, will someone pull away or will we go 16, 17, 18, 19 as a 4-man unit? There's the serve just out of bounds and Gage Basey. A lot of tools in the toolbox. The kid can block, the kid can play defense, he can jump serve, he can float serve, and he delivers pizza. Wow, there's the over the top, little piggyback on that 5 block, and that ball is in. The game of inches.
So he's a junior at CU.
Who?
And Gage, and he's
Okay.
getting a business marketing degree. So he's a straight A student, trains in Colorado 3 mornings a week.
Altitude training. You know, again, when the mother load happened, everyone was sucking wind, and those guys were like, only the Baseys and Sam Schachter were treating it like a normal day.
Normal.
Yeah. Yeah, because the Schachter, he's always in great condition. And I'm glad Jeff finally had a good partner, you know? Whoa! Look out! Crater! The guys on the pier had their hands up. Big 14-13. Good switch opportunity. Will he go Oceanside? Yes, he does. Left shoulder. Okay pass. There's the over the top, and there's the 4-block switch, and he's kicking himself in the pants because you know you have to get digs like that against a team like this. Every point's valuable. And in single elimination, they have to play every match as if it's their last one of the day. I will be in New York, for anyone wondering,
I was wondering.
for the AVP. Or to just play in Central Park. That's always fun. I will be in Honolulu, Hawaii for the 18 and under Worlds for indoor. And I will be in Seaside. I just got a contract, a proposal, and I will be not commentating, but emceeing and announcing for Seaside with Dave Shaw, the incomparable Dave Shaw. He's the best announcer I've ever seen in my life. I mean, Schuerman is really good and he's very, very polished, and I think he's good for like the, right. But what people don't know about Dave is Dave can go formal or Dave can go grunge. He is a shapeshifter, he is a chameleon, and I've never seen anything like him. Left shoulder serve. Kwekel. Great read on the 4-block switch, and yeah, they were begging for the line jump and it just didn't happen in the videographic evidence. Or as we say, the volleyball body silhouette. 16-15. Back to Kwekel. There's the jump in on the 4 switch we were talking about earlier. And that's what brings Miles Evans and Budinger to the dance. Their 4 switch is disguised so well, you think it's a 2. And now they're going to work Kwekel as we get a timeout. And
Shaw is he's coming out to announce the Denver Open, but the AVP is running a huge juniors event 2 days prior.
okay.
And he volunteered to fly out 2 days early and call the event for all the juniors.
Oh. So they're doing Bally's and juniors at the same time. Huh.
Yep, so we've got 5 days of volleyball. Juniors, Quali, main draw.
Right.
And Dave, he wanted to make those kids feel like champions.
He's so good at it. I talked to him for an hour and a half 2 days ago. Just about life, family. You know, he played locally in New York somewhere, and he's been addicted to the sport ever since. The whole beach thing, it was really SOB. When I met you, I was a pure indoor player, and you know, just an exhibition against.
You came over from the dark side.
I did.
It's a nice way
You're gonna want food?
Oh no, I'm actually fasting until 6 o'clock. Yeah. You know what though? Ask me again when you leave. When you leave for food, ask me again. No, I do every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I do an 18-hour fast. Though I do admit I haven't been religious with it. I'm, you know. But if I'm going to be announcing in August, I got 2 months to not look like, round as a shape. Enough about me. I'm calling this. Back to Kwekel, like we said. Kwekel, there's the switch. What we were talking about, the elegant switch. And you knew he was going to turn his body back in. And just like that, 5 unanswered points by the Olympians. Miles Evans went from classic hippie to happy to be there to elite competitor. Left shoulder serve. And they haven't made that adjustment yet. And I think next time they're on the south side, they're probably going to run a back set. But his serve to space left shoulder makes the back set difficult. And this game of chess, where the other team might have been playing checkers on that, is have a 5-1 run or 6-1 run on the switch. He's got a good jump serve. I'd like to see him do it. There it is, and that's a good one. Wow, there's a stunt double dive, but he knew he had to go. Oh my goodness! The master of disguise. I'm gonna hit, no, I'm gonna set, change my mind again. Running out of air time, says Budinger. Set point opportunity number 1. Runner-up for the NBA slam dunk contest a decade and a half ago is Chase Budinger. He's got hops. Staving off set point, at least for one more, staying alive. Pretty good pass, up and down set, and whoa! Man,
See if they can get a little magic here.
Yes.
Lightning in the bottle.
a little bit of a Chewbacca move by Gage Basey.
He doesn't look as big as he is.
No, plays big.
And plays big.
Like Trevor's the same height, right? Nobody calls him undersized. He plays big. Up and down set, Miles. Oh, the pity pat. And I like the smile because he knows the opportunities are there every play. All right, winners of the first set. Let's check out the comments section. See what you guys have to say about the Olympians versus the upstarts. So I take it she plays, right? You play, right?
She is a.
Okay.
You're talking about my daughter Savannah, who's
Right.
with us.
Cool, man.
Gonna start playing volleyball maybe.
I like that.
She's
Come on,
played
Gage and
a little bit
Caleb.
in Mexico with us,
Right.
but she's a singer. She's at the Denver School of Arts, and
Oh,
she's in the
nice.
choral program, and she's with a traveling chorale group, and sings with the symphony and with the opera, and at schools, and
Nice.
they got offered. They're gonna sing at Carnegie Hall.
Oh, beautiful.
Here.
How do you get to Carnegie Hall, right? Practice, practice. Hey, listen, I live vicariously through you. My BFA's in acting from Marymount Manhattan College. At that time, they were ranked number 2 in the country. Though I'm not a musical theater guy, it was just like a straight acting thing.
And he's still acting every day.
I felt like I was in. Well, it definitely helped me with coaching and commentating, just behavior. It's helped me dramatically. Everybody's like, "What qualifies you?" I'm like, "My degree in theater." They're like, "Oh, get out of here! You're
You
kidding."
haven't used profanity today at all.
No.
You've been conjugating verbs like a champ.
No, of course. Well, if I'm paid to work, I'm 100% professional. But this is free, but it's also a debt that is owed to the people that made me, right? Because you remember, I made my name just pointing on and talking. So without the
This and that.
Yep.
Next thing you know,
But this gave me the opportunities. Like Casey Jennings, didn't know him until this. Endless Summer, which had 19 kids, 13 Division I commitments. That happened from them listening to me. Casey said this guy's got BALOS, or we'll just call it he's got Bally's. Hey, we're back to the second set. Oh, striking first blood. No, that's out of bounds. But I have you to thank because you got the beach bug in me. Again, I was only playing beach in Central Park. I never, and
with John Stossel.
yeah, Stossel, Seydu, Janako, all the European guys that are there for the summer. Rangiri, a lot of those guys would hang out in New York. That's why I'm glad the AVP's back in New York. They have a huge international population.
What venue? Where are they going to play?
Well, first they're going to be in the Hamptons in June,
That's right.
and then they're going to
On
be
the beach or private place?
Southampton Beach. But the Central Park one is going to be south of the beach courts. They're going to use like where they use the winter skating rink. They're going to use that venue.
They're going to dump all that sand and build another court.
I think it's genius. Yep, it's my birthday too. I'm definitely one of those. We're back to this left shoulder serve, back to Kwekel, and Kwekel, that's what he does best. Reads the defense. His 3/4 shot is harder than my best shot, and we're at 2 apiece. Caleb, once again, winner of the Pottstown Rumble with Andrew Dentler. Always there at the scene of the crime. The low toss, but hard swing. And I got to tell you, Bud got the swing, but that's the kind of serve that's going to get you point opportunities. Anytime you could take away the passer's court vision, post serve receive is a chance to win. But Budinger has a wide lens, and there's a reason why everybody serves Miles, who's also absolutely fantastic. I believe Miles won Denver, right, 2 years ago? With Andy Banesh.
3 years ago.
Free ball opportunity. There's the dig. Back set and another dig. He knows he's got to go. A little luff balloon on the dig. Transition. Looking for 4. Bud. Got it. Bud is wiser than Basey. Sorry, I had a Budweiser frog commercial flashback.
Have you seen Hunter? What? Have you seen Hunter? I thought I saw him walking around earlier.
4-2, one away from the switch.
Oh, sorry.
That ball's into the net, and this is a very, very important switch because if or when they get the side out, they're going to test Kwekel again. They got a lot of points off of Caleb Kwekel, and they know on the south side That's the court furthest from us. They've had some opportunities there. No wind right now, for anybody wondering on the wind conditions. You agree, right? Like 0 wind right now. Oh my goodness!
It's the rollover right now between onshore and offshore.
Right.
So late mid-morning, the fog is gone.
And then it'll pick up like 1 o'clock. If it picks up at all, it's going to happen in the afternoon.
It heats up in the morning.
Yep. And guys, off your TV screen, when that happens, it'll probably go right to left. Wow, same serve, this time Miles adjusts. Miles gets blocked, but a great cover. Back on his feet, and man, that line over is just high percentage for the Bud. Budinger and Evans for the second team to get into the Olympics. And there's the hubby wife. There's the stuntman double. Line over, out of bounds. There for a while, Trevor and Theo were in the driver's seat, and they kind of ended around it with the Norseka and wound up in the Olympics. And I had my reservations about Miles, but he kind of looked happy to be there. But no, he was there. He was there for real. He was balling. That ball just out of bounds, and in this game of inches, single elimination. They got a huge cheering section here. That ball just out of bounds.
And that's a point. Let's go.
So close, even Miles has to ask. Caleb also has a good jump serve. Let's see if he rips one. Low toss, heavy topspin. It's Caleb Kwekel. Oh, the one-arm bandit, but unfortunately goes backwards. Again, leading in score and momentum. It's Budinger and Evans. For those of you that just joined the live stream, this is the second set. My bad, I'll make the change on the scoreboard so everybody knows what happened. There it is. Leading 1-0. There's the jumbo gets dug. Kwekel. Very patient on the hot read. They know if they want to come back, they got to do some damage at the service line. They don't need aces, but they do need constant pressure. It's work that left shoulder for Miles Evans or work that shorty position 4 on Bud. Get a shank, maybe an ace, get a block, get back in this game. That one goes zone 1, and for all intents and purposes, not a good serve in any sense of the word. Miles Evans, former gaucho. He's got fond memories of Huntington Beach, California. Here's the use off the block. And now, Caleb Kwekel smiling. Ear to ear smile. The water's actually really nice too, by the way.
It's fun to watch.
That's the serve we're looking for, and that's okay. You got to serve competitively, because a lollipop is going to be the same thing as a side out. Not to mention what that does for momentum. Leading by 3 in the set, leading 1-0 in the match. It's Chase Budinger. And I can run for miles and miles and miles. Evans. Jump set, but red. That was a great hot read by Chase Budinger, but sometimes we're all about that Basey. About that Basey, no treble. Gage Basey, 2023 Motherlode winner with Ty Coots. Oh goodness. Again, talk about another guy.
Let's go, Gage!
Talk about another guy who seems undersized but is huge at the net. I bring you Caleb, Calvin's favorite kid, Kwekel. Will they go back to Bud? No, they go left shoulder, and that's what I think they should do strategically. There's the 4-block switch, looking to tie the game. Basey. Basey gets the Yahoo!
Way to keep an eye on it.
East Coast reference, 10-10 wins. Give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world. One away from the technical timeout. Zone 1 serve, handles okay. Drifter set, Evans. Nice OT reach by Miles. Over the block, above the dig, and a much needed side out for the technical timeout. Leading by 1 in the set, leading 1-0 in the match are the Olympians. Miles Evans and Chase. Bud Budinger. Yeah, so my fast, the reason why I said ask me again later is my fast started at 6 last night. So technically noon today will be 18 hours. So
You can eat at noon or you gotta eat at 6?
yeah, the truth is I'm only here till 2 anyway. I want to take my kids swimming. And by the time 2 or 3 comes anyway, the last match will happen because this thing will win.
I know she's not sleeping.
But you guys made a great compelling argument because we had regional tournaments that had 24 teams that banged it out in 2 days.
She'll be back over. We're going to go watch Saudi.
I will only say this. If they somehow have night lights in these California events, go double. But for now, I do love the sense of urgency. I do love the sense that you have to be a professional now and not later. You know, there was a game in Austin, right, where Taylor and Jake lost, and they had to win all the way to the end. But the rumor was the guys at the bar just threw him on the court, and they made it sound like they just threw him on the court. He jumped up and played. Yeah.
Where does she go? Where'd your wife
Yeah, it's Gabriela Spina. What's that?
Where'd your wife do?
3. She's on 3.
I'm over here.
Cool. Yep. She's we're 12-10. Striking first blood. Good left shoulder serve. That eliminates the back set, and that's what they want. And let me tell you something. Budinger's been absolutely brilliant at the net with the mixture of the twos, the crash threes, and what they do best. I don't think anyone does the 4-block switch in the league better than Evans and Budinger right now. Certainly in the league, not on the world scene. Low toss, good top spin, okay pass. Bud. Wow. I almost felt like time slowed down on that line over. Living in the Matrix is Chase. Bud. Injure. (13-11). This time they go middle, left shoulder. Basey, up and down set. Basey gets dug. Free ball opportunity. There's a beautiful pass, up and down. Drifter. What a good dig. Transition, Miles. Miles! The capacity crowd lets the former Gaucho hear it. First time I saw Miles Evans, Kurt Topple here, Huntington Beach, California, from the qualifier to a 5th place finish here in Huntington Beach, California. There's the tape end. Basey doesn't give up on him. There's a free ball. Bud gives it back. Miles cut. Doug. Kwekel knows he's got to go. There's the foot dig. Kwekel gets roofed. This time, stay down. The message sent by Chase Budinger. He suffered the agony of defeat on that volley, but it was a great play. Defeat. Everybody in the comment section is like, we get the reference. Expecting to go back to zone 4. Left shoulder, they do. Gage gave up the goods on the option. And wow, a little bit of an exhale, and they got to figure that out. Again, I'm a chairborne ranger here, but I would say run a back set. They serve zone 4, hold your platform, give yourself enough time to recreate your string. You got to get Chase moving, because Chase as a stationary blocker will eat your lunch. Okay pass, but a great lemons to lemonade set by his partner, Chase Budinger. You got as many Miles Evans fans as you have Billy Allen. Look, wherever there's SOB, there's going to be Billy Allen fans. Still the most beloved player in the sport. He's probably glad John Mayer's gone. He used the other one. And that ball left balloons outside. A little bit rushed and careless on Miles' part, but they still got a ton of momentum and looking to get the side out. Yes, that's right. That was the nice guy team of the year, Doherty and Mayer. Mayer, 3-time champion, NCAA finalist, and finally AVCA Coach of the Year. It's about time, you good old boys club. Good coaching prevailed as Hector Gutierrez, TCU, John Mayer, LMU, Todd Rogers, Cal Poly, just good coaches who had to do more with less. They get a lot of their recruits stolen and wound up in the semifinals and finals. Got a float serve, left shoulder. Okay pass. Lemons to lemonade set, and that ball left balloons out of bounds, and I don't know what it takes for young people to call timeout, but they need to use it. Yeah, again, I say 3. Right, you got a tech timeout where you're going to use anyway. Let's go to the comments section as we are at the near conclusion of this momentum-filled, one-sided butt whipping by the Olympians. Okay, Shane. Dane Blanton is a 5-time national champion, has done pretty well. I like that, but he's a 4-time national champion as a head coach. And you're right. You're right. And Dane did it the right way. Dane was a long-time assistant. Dane was a club coach. He didn't just let his gold medal entitle him to be. He did it right. And by the way, he's a real one. And since we're mentioning Dane, he's the only male player to have an Olympic gold medal, an AVP championship, and an NCAA championship as a player and a coach. No other player holds that distinction. So, Shane, way to bring that up. What else we got? French fries and a burger on the board. Is anyone streaming the Canadians? Crab and Allen. Look, Taylor Crabb has a religious follower, and I'm sure if you go on his Insta, whatever, I'm sure they're doing Instagram Live or whatever. He was originally supposed to be on this court. This court was supposed to be court 3, but they changed this to court 2, and here I am with 0 complaints because this is a great match too. 18-13, 3 to go. The jump bump, cross court out of bounds. A Pyotr Marciniak flashback, if you will. The master of the jump bump. But again, you got to show me something at the service line, or it's going to be more of the same. Both teammates, low toss, heavy top spin serve. That's a good one. Oh my goodness, but when you're setting like that, Chase Budinger, you are ridiculous. Much needed side out and trying to crack the code. I say go for it. 19, the other team has momentum. You got to go for it. You serve lollipops, you get licked. Zone 1. There's a trick set on the 2, but they're not fooled by it. Well, they make them pay. There's a net violation on Miles, and he knows. Miles Evans, every time he breathes, the 8-pack flexes. Looks like one of those lizards. Very, very happy for that kid's career, because when I met him in 2016, he was Miles then, he's Miles now. Never changed, always happy-go-lucky, always polite. And his parents could certainly echo my sentiment, because that's how they feel about him as well. Match point opportunity number 1. Yeah, come on in. You could go in front of me too. The camera's high. Camera's up. Yeah, this is Chase. Kwekel for the match. Why not? I mean, that's where they got their 5 unanswered points, and that's where they've been getting their most transition points. And it would have been volleyball malpractice to not go back to Caleb Kwekel on that, and Caleb responds. Win or lose, these two have a huge upside. They have a huge future in this league and on the international scene. And that ball sails into the tape, and so sails their hopes of winning a spot in this AVP single elimination draw. Kudos to the youngsters all the way from the qualifier, but no time for losers. These are the champions, Miles Evans, Chase Budinger. Everybody gets to shake hands, including the young ones. Little towhead there. Got another match coming up. Don't know who it is. And guys, I'm around for one more. So stick with me. This is NY Varsity Sports. I'm Jason DeBeas, surrounded by SOB and bodyguards from heaven and hell. Got one more for you guys. I'll stick around. Jason DeBeas, so long.